Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So unfortunately I have fallen behind on editing once again for a couple reasons. First of all, I had family come and stay with me for a couple months, and then almost immediately after they left, I went out of town for a month. However, during that time, I did see a couple new products come out that I did want to try. Unfortunately, I can't film anything when people are here at my house, so I kind of had to wait until everyone was gone, and then like I said, I went out of town, so I've kind of been sitting on this one for a little bit. But this item did come out just before I left town. Before I left town, I saw it everywhere, so I was going to buy it while I was out of town or on my way back from being out of town. Unfortunately, when I went into the store to get it, I couldn't find it anywhere again, so I was like, damn, did I miss it? It's only been out for like a couple weeks, maybe a month at the most. You know, they really need to keep things around longer than 1 month. But as I'm getting ready to leave the store, I'm like, oh, I can't find it. I'll just go. I turn and look again at the spot where I was just looking, and there's one left way in the back, tucked behind everything. Pulled it out, made sure it was the right one. I was kind of hesitant to buy it because it looked a little suspicious being tucked back like that, but I was like, well, it's the only one I found anywhere. I even checked a couple of the other places that it should be, and again, that was the only one in the entire store, and I haven't seen it in the store again since then. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and that's what we're doing today. So one of the videos I did a while back was the new Sprite flavors, one of which being Sprite Chill, which was cherry lime flavored. Well, for I guess an Easter tie-in or going into the summer months, which again, why is it being pulled after 1 month when we're not even into summer yet? Sprite has released another variation of Sprite Chill, and that's what we're doing today. And today's item is Sprite Chill Strawberry Kiwi. So as I said, the previous Sprite Chill was cherry and lime. This one is strawberry and kiwi. Like I said, it was the last one tucked in the back of the cooler, and at the time the label was kind of half peeled off, so I was a little wary of it, but the lid still looks sealed, so I think it's okay. So I'm glad I was able to get it. I didn't end up missing this one, so that's what we're trying today. So enough of the chit chat, let's crack it open and see what we think. And get the lid off, there we go. Set that aside, let's give it the smell test. Again, just opened it up and I'm already getting kind of that chalky scent, which I don't remember getting from the first Sprite Chill, but I may have. Again, I'd have to go back and watch the video to be sure, but from what I'm remembering, there wasn't a lot of heavy chalk in that one, although I could be wrong. But I'm definitely getting a bit of a chalky smell, bit of a citrusy lemon lime kind of smell, but it's Sprite, so you kind of expect that, right? Now let's give it a proper smell test and see if it smells like strawberries or kiwi. Here we go. Definitely some strawberry scent, but mostly getting the Sprite lemon limey kind of scent. Not really getting much in the way of kiwi, but I can't honestly say I know 100% what kiwi smells like. I've had kiwi before, but I don't really remember it having a distinguished scent that I remember, or at least not one that's stuck in my head. But yeah, it definitely has a strawberry smell to it, but mostly just getting Sprite. Upon doing the closer smells of it, I'm not getting that chalk scent that I was when I first opened it. So I think that was just kind of the citrus smell lingering in the air. But yeah, overall, it just kind of smells like regular Sprite with a bit of strawberry. So let's go ahead and take a taste test and see what we think. Do we like this one better than cherry lime, or do we just stick with regular Sprite or one of the other Sprite variants I've had over the past couple months? All right, here we go. Cheers. That's actually not too bad. So again, it mostly just tastes like regular Sprite, but there is a bit of a strawberry flavor in there as well. It is a very mellow flavor, but again, one thing that I kind of remember from the Sprite Cherry Lime is that it went down a lot smoother than regular Sprite. Regular Sprite has kind of that bite to it because it's a carbonated citrus drink. This is also a carbonated citrus drink, but it goes down a lot smoother. That could just be the strawberry. It could be a combination of strawberry and kiwi. But yeah, it definitely goes down smoother than a regular Sprite. Overall, there's not a lot of difference between this and a regular Sprite. Like I said, you do get the strawberry flavor, but it's not very pronounced. Like, it's not overpowering. You don't take a sip of it and go, oh, that's strawberry flavor, like you would with Fanta Orange. You take a drink and go, oh, that's orange, or Fanta Grape, or whatever. You go, oh, that's grape flavored. You don't get that immediate hit of flavor. You basically just taste Sprite and you're like, oh, there's a little bit of something extra in there. Oh, that's strawberry. For me personally, with Sprite, even like the cherry Sprite that they did, you basically just get the flavor of Sprite, but then it's like, oh, there's a little bit of a cherry aftertaste. And that's kind of what they did on this one as well. It's like, yeah, it's just Sprite, but oh, there's a little something extra. What I would like them to do with this is maybe make it more pronounced. Like, you can still have it be Sprite, but give it some boost of other flavors. Like back when I was talking about the Starries and I told the whole history lesson of how Pepsi ended up arriving at Starry from Sierra Mist, which stemmed off from the original Slice line. Slice had other flavors other than just lemon, lime, citrus flavor. They had orange, they had strawberry, they had grape, they had all these different flavors of Slice that tasted more like the flavors that they were going for, not just, oh, it's just regular lemon, lime, but oh, there's a slight after hint of orange, oh, there's a slight aftertaste of grape. That's kind of where Sprite is falling flat with these. Yeah, they're doing something new with it, but it's not pronounced enough. Go heavier on the strawberry. Now, this being Sprite Chill, I do remember the other chill had some type of refreshing additives in it, which again, this does go down smoother than a regular Sprite, which is what I do remember from the other Sprite Chill. So I'm okay with that, but I would just like the strawberry kiwi flavor to be a bit more pronounced. Like I said, with Slice or Fanta or any of those other flavored sodas, you had the lemon lime one, but you also had pronounced flavors. This one, the flavor is barely there. So you get a little bit of it in the smell, you get a little bit of it as an aftertaste, but other than that, it's almost non-existent. So if you're gonna go with a flavor, go more pronounced Sprite. Don't be afraid. But yeah, not really much else to say about this one other than that. It's just like the other one, except it's strawberry flavor instead of the cherry flavor that the other one was. I do remember the lime in the other one being a lot more pronounced, to where it was somewhat on the tart side or like the dry side, or a little bit of a bitterness to it. This doesn't have that. This is actually really, really mellow. So between the two chill flavors, this is definitely the one I like more, between strawberry kiwi and the cherry lime. But as far as like regular Sprite and this, again, it goes down a little bit smoother than regular Sprite, and I do like that it has a little added flavor, but it's just not enough for me. So between this and a regular Sprite, it's kind of 50-50 depending on what I'm in the mood for that day. If I just want something to drink, I'd probably grab a regular Sprite versus this. But if I'm like, I want something a little bit different that's not just Sprite, then this would be my go-to. And the cherry lime chill would probably be after this one. If this one wasn't available, then I would go like the cherry lime. But even then, I think I said I'd still rather have regular Sprite over that one. So regular Sprite's still on top, but if they put a little bit more flavor into this, this would definitely have my vote. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.